Hello again, year 5 and 6. Welcome to Tuesday's tutorial. Nice simple one really today, and I'm not going to have to do too much talking because it's going to be handed over to you to try and read aloud. I will do the very first little part of the chapter with you though, because I want to really try and get across to you some of those skills that we can use. So it's a short chapter, chapter 11, and it is, or we get to see, sorry, it's jumped ahead. We get to see Cameron speaking to his yet to be born brother or sister. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to read it in your head, the whole chapter in your head first. Don't want you to do anything aloud until you've read the whole chapter. When you have read the whole chapter, I want you to take a moment, a minute or two, to think about how Cameron's going to be feeling as he says this, as he films himself saying this to his yet to be born sibling. Because when you come to reading it out loud, I'd like you to really get that emotion across with your intonation, with your prosody, with your pacing, with your volume and changing the pitch of your volume as best you can. It's almost going to be a little bit of acting this. You're going to almost be acting this out as though you are Cameron saying this, recording this for your brother or sister to be. So I'll read the first little bit. I'll read up to the word boy on this first left-hand section of the first page of chapter 11. Tried to make it nice and big. As ever, if you are struggling to read this, there will be PDFs for all the chapters available that will be a little bit larger. But if you can see it on this screen, brilliant. So really trying to get that emotion across. Remembering to pause for the punctuation. It's why we use it. The better you get at thinking about where pauses should be, the better you'll get then at using that punctuation correctly and accurately in your own writing. So it's really important and really, really beneficial to do this accurately. Okay. Well, here I am again. It's been a few days since I last spoke to you, and a lot has happened since then. I'm going into hospital tomorrow, and I'm going to have my operation a few days after that. It's all very hush-hush. Dr. Bryce wouldn't even let Mum and Dad tell Nan about what's about to happen. I've already had tests and yet more tests and had blood taken from my arms than I even knew I had. And there are more tests to come, so wish me luck. But that's not all. I finally thought of a name for you. Mum and Dad said I should choose your name, but it was a bit difficult because I didn't know, and I still don't know whether you're going to be a girl or a boy. I'm going to stop there. I don't want to do the whole thing for you. You've got to do that bit as well, by the way. Just because I've read it doesn't mean it gets you out of having to do it. You've still got to read that bit out loud as well. Now, it's a little bit different, the way that this might work. Depends where you are. If you are at home, then you can do this out loud to parents, to siblings, to carers, whoever. It doesn't matter. Whoever happens to be in the house with you. But as ever, ask for some feedback from them. What did I do well? What could I do better? What did you like? What, things like that. Ask them those questions at the end and work on them for next time. If you're in school, for whatever reason, if you're in school, you can do this to somebody else who is in school with you. Remembering to keep that social distance, that's crucial, but there is nothing against you doing this aloud to somebody who is in school with you. And they can then repeat back, or they can then do their version back to you. And you can give each other feedback. What did they do well? Could they have been louder? Could they have been quieter at times? Could they have changed their rhythm? Could they have changed the intonation? So really think about it. And please don't just go, oh, it was really good. I really liked it. That's very nice, but it's not very helpful. So try and be constructive in your criticism. Try and give them feedback that will help them get better. As ever as well, if you're at home and you're doing this at home, feel free, if you're happy to. I've had some really lovely recordings from some of you sent in. There's 2 young men, particularly in Larch class, that send me a recording every time we do some reading aloud. And I'm loving hearing it. I'm getting quite into the books that they're reading bits of to me, actually. So if you are at home, feel free to record it and send it in. I love hearing them. Your teachers love hearing them. But that's everything for today. That is your Tuesday reading tutorial all finished. I shall be back with you tomorrow for Wednesday's reading tutorial. But for now, stay safe, stay happy, look after one another, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.